Hello, welcome friends. Welcome to Investment Friend channel. Today we will discuss about a company called Godavari Power and Ispat Limited. It's basically engaged in the manufacture of iron ore pellets, billets, wire rods, ferroalloys, etc. And it has also got a captive power plant. So the name also, although the name says power and Ispat, basically, it is an Ispat company, but with the captive power uh, plant as such. It doesn't supply power to anybody else as such. See, basically, iron ore pellets, they are nowadays in high demand because of the decarbonization of atmosphere. See, it reduces the carbon emission levels, and that's the reason for steel manufacturing. Now, people are giving preference to iron ore pellets as such. It helps in decarbonization process. The carbon emission levels will be very low as such. Second aspect of this company's future prospects is that construction and automobile. These are the two major end use industries for steel. So as you would see in India, although the construction industry has been stagnant for a few years in the past, now it has also started slowly growing, and eventually with the more and more urbanization of India, obviously the demand for homes as well as for commercial spaces would be much more, which will indirectly help the construction industry. Secondly, the automobile industry in any case has been growing in India because of the urbanization as well as the rising middle class income, which obviously is leading to the growth of automobile sector, because there is a sort of a feeling to have some two wheeler, four wheeler, and all those as a status symbol, as well as even for necessity to travel through the traffic uh, congestion in the city and all that, because in many of the cities the public transport facilities are not up to the mark, so that is why it has led to the growth of automobile sector. Coupled with this, the government has already announced its plans to give encouragement to electric vehicles. So obviously, it appears that the government will slowly phase out, or they will at least restrict the use of petrol driven and diesel driven cars and other automobiles, and will give encouragement to electric vehicles. So obviously, as and when the electric vehicles will start flooding the market, they will also obviously need some kind of steel for their body and all that. So this is the reason uh, for high demand for iron ore pellets as far as this company is concerned as such. Now this company's operating profit margin, if we see, the average margin during last few quarters is more than 30%, which is reasonably good margin, I would say. In March 21, the total sales were about 4061 crore, and the net profit was 638 crore. But if you see the last two quarters, that is June 21 and September 21 quarters net profit, that itself has surpassed the net profit of the last financial year. Now it is 732 crore net profit for only two quarters, as compared to 638 crore net profit for the last financial year as such. The management has already announced that on standalone basis they have become debt free. So obviously the finance cost will be almost nil as far as standalone financials are concerned. On consolidated basis, there is some small loan which is outstanding, but nonetheless, those subsidiaries, they are able to service those loans from their revenue generation as well as the profit generation. The profit CAGR for last 5 years for this company is almost 56%, which is really a decent figure in my opinion. Now, because they have now become debt free, much ahead of their schedule. Earlier, the management was thinking to become debt free by 2030, but now they have become on standalone basis itself. They have preponed this because of the growth in business as well as profitability, the kind of profit generation they are doing. Obviously, they have utilized those profits for repayment of the borrowings and all that. So now they have become debt free. So because of this kind of cash generation, naturally now they have announced the expansion. Now they already have a captive power plant of 73 megawatt. They also have another power plant in their subsidiary company called Hira Ferroalloys, which is engaged in the manufacture of ferroalloys. But in both these entities, they have announced a solar power plant by way of an expansion. They have also announced a capex for setting up an integrated steel plant to manufacture pellet steel products. Obviously, because the demand is going to be there, the company wants to encash and take advantage of that demand by increasing its capacity so that the company's business will definitely grow. And as and when the demand will go on increasing, obviously the company's facility should be there in place. It is at the drawing board stage, but nonetheless, maybe in a quarter or so, as per the management's con call, in a quarter or so, they will finalize the equipment and all that, and probably they will start the civil construction maybe by the next quarter. That's what they have indicated as such. The promoters holding in this company is quite decent, that is 67.50%. Recently, they have announced splitting of these shares, and they have also announced bonus shares. The face value of 10 is split into two shares of 5 rupees each, and after splitting, they have announced a bonus of 1:1. Now the capital of this company is 34 crore. So after bonus issue of 1:1, that will become say roughly about 68 crore. But even after issue of bonus shares, the reserve position is very robust. It is more than 2,500 crore. And that's the reason the company has indicated that the expansion, integrated steel plant expansion, what they are going to undertake will be mostly from internal accruals. If at all, if some small portion of debt is to be taken, at that time they will decide about it. But right now the company has indicated that mostly we want to finish it by through the internal accruals. That kind of cash generation is they are witnessing every quarter as such, coupled with now reduction in the interest cost because of the debt free status. So this is in nutshell about Godavari Power and ISPA. It's a small cap company. Obviously, the volatility would be very much there. So you can take your own call. This is not a recommendation. My family and myself might be interested in this stock, so my views might be biased. I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. If you have liked this video, please press the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel so far, please subscribe to receive the future notifications, and also share this video so that let other people also get the information about this company as such. Thank you very much. Goodbye.